Ave Stoner Squad, my name is Dan Stoned, and welcome for another Imperator Rome video. In today's production, we shall be taking a look at the ancient wonders in Imperator by providing a little bit of history behind each marvel, their in-game location, and what bonuses they provide if owned. I shall only be covering ancient wonders which are included in the base game and visible on the campaign map, and not those accessible through DLCs, since not everybody may have the downloadable content for these exclusive DLC-locked wonders. Anyway, now that intro is out of the way, let's dive right into the video, the ancient wonders of Imperator Rome. To start things off, where better to look than the game's flagship nation, Rome, and the gorgeous wonder located on Capitoline Hill in the city of Rome. The Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, also known as the Temple of Jupiter Capitolinus, named after the very hill it sits on. The Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus, which essentially means Jupiter, the best and greatest in Latin, was built in 509 BC, and it is the oldest temple in Rome and dedicated to the god Jupiter, the king of gods. This is essentially the Roman version of the Greek god Zeus. Over time, through fires and reconstruction, the temple was expanded upon to create a vast religious complex with temples not just dedicated to Jupiter, but a multitude of other deities. In-game, owning the Temple of Jupiter Optimus Maximus grants you an increase of 20% to your omen power. Next up we have another temple, and this time it's the grandiose Temple of Artemis. Located near the ancient city of Ephesus in modern-day Turkey, the temple is dedicated to Artemis, the Greek goddess of the hunt, wild animals, the moon, and chastity. That kind of all goes together, doesn't it? And the earliest version of the temple dates back to the Bronze Age. However, in the 7th century BC, it was destroyed by a devastating flood. A massive reconstruction project financed by Colossus of Lydia began in 550 BC, leading to its more grandiose form as represented in-game, making the temple one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world. Any despot controlling this ancient temple benefits from an 0.08 increase to monthly stability change, as well as a plus 25% modifier to religious technology research speed. May Artemis guide you. Keeping up with the temple theme, we have next the Grand Temple of Zeus. Built in the 5th century BC atop of the already ancient religious site of Olympia, this temple is dedicated to the Greek god of thunder, law and order, Zeus, the king of the gods. This temple housed the renowned statue of Zeus, a colossal 13-meter high gold and ivory statue of the very same deity that took approximately 13 years to make. As one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, any ruler that controls Olympia and the great statue of Zeus will benefit from a plus 50% modifier to improving opinion maximum, as well as an 0.5 increase to integration speed. May the king of the gods judge you worthy of being its custodian. Up next we have the Giza Pyramid Complex, which is one of the oldest of all the ancient wonders. The Giza Pyramid Complex is a collection of 3 main pyramids along with their associated complexes. Located on the Giza Plateau in Greater Cairo, the Giza complex was built sometime between 3000 and 2000 BC, the largest pyramid being Khufu complex, named after the ancient Egyptian monarch of the same name who commissioned the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Owning these pyramids will grant the player a plus 50% increase to tribute income, a 25 subject opinion boost, and a plus 10 to the loyalty of all subject states, and would surely make any ruler worthy of the pharaohs of old. The Gardens of Babylon, also known as the Hanging Gardens, make up one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world listed by Hellenic culture. Credited to have been built by Nebuchadnezzar II in the 7th or 6th century BC, the Hanging Garden was an engineering marvel with an ascending series of tiered gardens containing a wide variety of trees, shrubs and vines built in the ancient city of Babylon, modern-day Iraq. Controlling the ancient city of Babylon and its gardens will grant the player an extra 0.10% to all characters' monthly statesmanship, as well as a plus 25% boost to civic tech investment. The following wonder, the Mausoleum at Helicon, was a tomb built between 353 and 350 BC in the ancient city of Helicon, modern-day Turkey. Built for Mausolus, the ruler of Caria, a satrapy of the Achaemenid Empire, the mausoleum was approximately 45 meters in height, all 4 sides adorned with sculptural reliefs. It makes up one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Besides making a glorious tomb for your deceased ruler, the Mausoleum at Helicon provides the player with a nice little 5% increase to unintegrated culture happiness. The following wonder is as nearly as old as the Great Pyramids of Egypt themselves. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument located in England, and archaeologists estimate that it was constructed any time ranging from 3000 BC to 2000 BC and was used as a burial ground. Stonehenge is made up of an outer ring of vertical standing stones, each around 4 meters high and 2 meters wide, weighing about 25 tons each, topped by connecting horizontal stones. Any nation that manages to control this ancient religious site will benefit from a 20% increase to their omen power. The Lighthouse of Alexandria, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, also known as the Pharos of Alexandria, was commissioned by Ptolemy I in the 3rd century, soon after Alexander the Great died, and it was finished during the reign of his son Ptolemy II and took 12 years to complete. Built on the small island of Pharos, it was estimated to have a height of about 100 meters. To gain the Lighthouse of Alexandria, the player must build it through the Decisions tab if it has not already been built. Any despot controlling the harbour in Alexandria and its lighthouse will benefit from a 5% increase to the morale of all navies, plus 8% morale recovery speed, and a nice 12-point increase to the loyalty of admirals. The Colossus of Rhodes, so the last of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, was a statue of the Greek sun god Helios erected in the city of Rhodes, located on the island of the same name in 280 BC. It was commissioned to celebrate the successful defence of the city against an attack by Demetrius, the son of Antigonus Monophthalmus, the One-Eyed. It was estimated to be about the same height as the actual Statue of Liberty, making it the tallest statue in the ancient world. It collapsed, however, during an earthquake in 226 BC. Just like the lighthouse, this wonder must be built through the Decisions tab if it has not already been built. Owning this colossal statue will grant you the same benefits as the Pharos Lighthouse, so a 5% increase to the morale of navies, an 8% increase to morale recovery speed, and a 12-point increase to admiral loyalty. An important city in ancient India, Taxila stood at the crossroads of the Indian subcontinent and Central Asia. Its origins go back to 1000 BC, and it is the site of an ancient university complex, one of the eldest in the world. Any scholar that holds claim over this ancient centre of knowledge will gain access to an 0.08 monthly stability gain, as well as plus 25% to religious tech investment. The final wonder on this list, Sigiriya, is an ancient rock fortress located in modern-day Sri Lanka. According to an ancient Sri Lankan chronicle, the 200-metre high fortress was built in the 2nd century BC by the 2nd king of the royal Mauryan dynasty of Sri Lanka, King Kashyapa, for his new capital. After the king's death, the fortress was abandoned and was used as a Buddhist monastery until the 14th century. Any king that can claim this wonder as his own will be granted a 20% increase to omen power. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed diving into the ancient wonders of Imperator Rome, then please consider hitting that like button, and of course, do go ahead and fabricate a claim on the subscribe button if you want to see some more Imperator Rome content. With all that said and done, thank you all for joining me, and I shall hopefully catch you all in the next one. Bye for now.